Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. Don't raise your voice, improve your argument. When the missionaries came to Africa, they had the Bible and we had the land. They said, "Let us pray." We closed our eyes. When we opened them, we had the Bible and they had the land. Differences are not intended to separate, to alienate. We are different precisely in order to realize our need of one another. True reconciliation exposes the awfulness, the abuse, the hurt, the truth. It could even sometimes make things worse. It is a risky undertaking, but in the end it is worthwhile because in the end, only an honest confrontation with reality can bring real healing. We learn from history that we don't learn from history. None of us comes into the world fully formed. We would not know how to think or walk or speak or behave as human beings unless we learned it from other human beings. We need other human beings in order to be human. When we oppress others, we end up oppressing ourselves. All of our humanity is dependent upon recognizing the humanity in others. There comes a point where we need to stop just pulling people out of the river. We need to go upstream and find out why they're falling in. We are made for goodness. We are made for love. We are made for friendliness. We are made for togetherness. We are made for all of the beautiful things that you and I know. Language is very powerful. Language does not just describe reality. Language creates the reality it describes. Religion is like a knife. You can either use it to cut bread or stick it in someone's back. It is through weakness and vulnerability that most of us learn empathy and compassion and discover our soul. There is nothing more difficult than waking someone who is only pretending to be asleep. We are not responsible for what breaks us, but we can be responsible for what puts us back together again. Naming the hurt is how we begin to repair our broken parts. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. A very important but difficult piece of renewing relationships is accepting responsibility for our part in any conflict. If we have a relationship in need of repair, we must remember that the wrong is not usually all on one side, and we are more easily able to restore relations when we look at our contribution to a conflict. Life is more than breath and a heartbeat. Meaning and purpose are the life of life. I am not interested in picking up crumbs of compassion thrown from the table of someone who considers himself my master. I want the full menu of rights.